action.
Hello guys, it's Jenny here from Just Jenny Journaling. Going to start taking my YouTube channel seriously and sharing, uploading and sharing all the different journals that I've tried and that I do. I hope to do some tutorials and just do some tutorials and share the joy that I'm having, the fun I'm having doing this on this journey. This is the very first altered book that I put together from a charity shop stash that I picked up, a haul one day, and I got different books for about 20p each. This is one of them. This was, and it's just David Hockney floral pictures, and you'll see these in quite a few different ones of my journal, but they feature in here. I feature a couple of the colouring pages from this sort of flower book, and there's a lot from this beautiful book on wallpaper that I picked up for 20p. Would you believe it? And I have used loads. I've used loads. You'll see some in this book, some in others, but it's just such fun to look through. So this book was 20p. I really loved the cover, so I left it as it is. And this is like a big hairband and an old dress ring that I thought I'd put together to hold it together. So I started off in the beginning with, this was some, the cover was from one of these pages in here. And then I used some paper doilies, and this was from a reproduction of a old 1920s Sears fashion catalogue. These ladies, I think, look fabulous. Okay, and so what I've done is I've taken this is a bit of wallpaper that I've taken to bits and used as a flashcard, as a card so you can journal on. And on this one, it was just a piece of card which I loved, but if you can see, I've just done a little print of a vintage lady on it. So there's 3 of those that you can journal on if you fancy. It's an altered book, so I haven't taken the book to pieces, but some of the pages are still in there, and I took some of them out, and I might do a tutorial on that so you can see how to do it, to put your own books together, which is fab. This first page, I thought I just used some of the wallpaper from the wallpaper book page, which is such a pretty print, and then I cut some off and I made these little journal cards just to pop in. On that one, I basically just put the print on the back of the lady, so you've got lots of little spots where you can put notes on and things. I think I might just that was one of the original pages which I really loved, and I kept it in. And on that one, that page I just folded over and stuck it down so it makes a little pocket. And these handbags, that's from the original page as well. It's quite an interesting little book. This was from the Sears catalogue. This is a little postcardy thing that I picked up. The next page was from the original book as well. So and this little home pattern was from Pinterest. A little free printable, like a vintage pattern that you can make into a little pocket. And that's from the original book as well. I just love the colours. I love the colours and the little graphics of the coats down below. And then I washi taped or taped in a little bit of the wallpaper that matched, made it into a little pocket so you can put bits in there. But I just love it. Such a beautiful page. This I just covered with some of the colouring page, just because I love the print. I like the black and white. Somebody could colour with that if they fancied, but I don't know really. This was a printable from Pinterest, and I printed 2 off and made like a hidden pocket. I saw that on I can't remember who the lady was on YouTube for that idea, and this was from a fashion book that I've got, this Lulu Guinness handbag, and I've backed it onto some of that wallpaper. And a little journal card I put together on an index card, and I think I might do a tutorial on how to do lots of little cards for your embellishments. Because as you go along, you'll find you hear people talk about embellishments and different things, and you could actually spend quite a lot of money on them, but with a few tips you can just make them yourself, which is what I do. I made this little book here, this little booklet from a book that I have on flowers, and I just sort of like made a little cover there, made this little notepad, and this here is a print from a beautiful book that I have on gift wrapping. And I just love that hat box filled with goodies. I tried to do a bit of collage here. This is from the original page, and I just collaged different from a little wallpaper sample book, and this was like a little collage, as you can see, using different types of card. This print was from a gardening brochure that came through the door, and I backed it onto cardstock and popped it in here because I just loved it. This is from a greetings card stuck on and collaged, and I just found this in the book. Thought that just looked nice, just popped in there like that. This is from the gift wrapping book, which I love the colours. Absolutely love the colours on this. So I sort of doubled it over, made it into a pocket here, and stuffed it full of little cards. That one there is one that I made up, just sort of layered from the Sears catalogue and different pieces of cardstock. That was from a picture from the wallpaper book. Well, these all were actually, which I just backed onto card. You can use it to make notes on. That's very 60s, I thought. And this is from a Bowden catalogue. And I saw somebody making a little envelope. So I made that, stuffed it in there as well. And this little bit here, this little handbaggy bit, or suitcasey bit, was from the original page on there. Thought that. This is I made this from a gift bag, and I just love the colours. I love the colours, and I used some paint chips just to decorate, really. Don't know why, just because. And that's the same again, the gift bag and the paint chips. And I did this, and then here, that's an original page. And I made a little a little notebook using the colouring page and some cardstock, so that you can, oh no, some paper, sorry. I just popped it in there, so that's like an extra little bit of space for writing notes. I love this. That's from David Hockney, book, and I just love the way it looks. And thought I'd introduce a little envelope, a little window envelope. Again, a lot of junk journaling ladies use junk mail that comes through, or whatever they've got around the house, to add little pockets, and that's what I've done here. And just put a little paint chip, and that was from the wallpaper book as well. I think it looks really nice. This I really liked, from an old vintage, it's just like a floral book, and this was on the original page in the book, and then I added a couple of cards. Added a couple of postcards. That's from the original book. It was already on the book page, and I've just folded it over. And made a pocket with this lovely image that came through the door advertising a dance school. So I thought I'd take that, and that you can pop things in behind there. Washi taped in. It was like from a bedroom decorating book. Got lovely images, and I thought I'd just pop that in there because I liked it. Again here, I've doubled it back and put one of the Sears ladies on to make a little pocket, and put some little bits in there. Painted a doily black because I loved it against the yellow, and folded it over, and just for effect here really. And I've done the colouring book page on this side. This little spread here is actually a napkin. I've decoupaged a napkin onto the page because I love the colours. And this was from a book that my mother-in-law bought me. I just love the images. This is collaged onto a gift bag, and that was a gift tag that came with it. And you can just pop little cards in the back there should you wish. Should I wish. And that's the gift card again the other side, and that's again another little bit of the napkin. Made a little pocket so the bits can go in. Again, it's the other side of the napkin. I've got a bit carried away with the napkin and the gift bag effect there, as you can see. And then the next page, this was, believe it or not, a wallpaper from the wallpaper book, and I just loved the books. I just loved it. And this actually is an original page from the book, so I've kept it in because I like the colour, and made a little journaling card from the Sears catalogue. So the image was, I backed it onto card and put a little bit of tape on the back, and that one as well, which I really love, with these three ladies. Nice little, if you wanted just to write a little note to a friend or just look at it yourself, that's quite nice. I thought I'd go for a bit of collage on this one. And so this is wrapping paper. That was part of the original book page. Something from another wallpaper sample book. Yeah, I just thought I'd give it a bit of collage and a bit of a botanical print there as well. Just like the idea of that. And a little brown envelope that's got, I stamped that, and you can pop little bits in there if you fancy. This letter writing section, this page is beautiful, and it's actually part of the original book. So I left it as it is. It's all about the old-fashioned art of letter writing, which I'm afraid is lost. And anyway, I liked that, and I just layered some doilies and a little bit of wallpaper from the wallpaper book on that page. That was it really. Wrapping paper that I really liked, a doily, just experimenting really. Made it into a pocket by just gluing up the sides of these pages, and in that pocket I've made another little book. And this was from the wallpaper book again, and I just backed it onto card and filled it up with little bits of paper, and I just stamped the lady on the front, and that goes in there. Oh. And then the very last page, you can tell I just started and I hadn't really got right how to finish off my edges, so that's something you'll see that's improved. But this was a little wallpaper sample that I got from a local shop, which I loved. It looks quite masculine, I thought. Be nice from a sort of a male study journal, I think, a gift. But I liked that, so I backed it, put it onto the last page, and that's again the same print but sideways, and I made it into a little pocket. And just ripped it and so you can pop that in there like so, and that's it. That's my first altered book. I hope you've enjoyed having a look through it, and got some ideas of what you could do with little finds if you go to your local charity shop and have a look for just things like this, decorating books, that could be such a lot of fun to find bits and pieces that you might like to put in a journal. So my next video I'm going to do is notebooks that I've been using myself. I'll do a flip through of this one. This is like a Bible study and meeting sort of notebook that I've done, and it was based on a particular scripture, Galatians. So I did that one, which I've just finished, and my next one I'm just starting to use, which I'll do a flip through and a flip through in a mo. It's called Imagine the Time. It's to do with one of my favourite songs, looking towards a cleansed earth. Imagine the time. I think on the back, when you're dancing at the door, when every day is better than before. I love these. I really loved these images when I first saw them, and thought I'd have to use them on one of my own journals. So this is mine, and I will be doing a flip through of both of these very shortly. I hope you've enjoyed this, been inspired, and leave your comments below, and see you next time.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. My son has just reminded me. Please like, subscribe, and share your comments. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.